morning, everyone. Welcome to Ozarks Fox AM. I'm Maddie Conklin. And no, your eyes are not deceiving you.
I am not Jeremy Rabe.
We're here.
We got Angela, we got Jesse. You know why? Because Jeremy decided with this ice coming in, he's going back to Los Angeles. So live from Los Angeles, California, zooming in, is Mr. Jeremy Rabe. Everyone, come on, welcome back.
The man himself.
Jeremy,
I'm going surfing later.
that's a beautiful look at California there behind you.
Thank you. I'm in a little lodge.
He's up in Big Bear. He's over in
Yes,
Big Bear.
having a great time.
Oh, it must be so nice, Jeremy.
Yeah, I really wish that was the case, Maddie and Jesse and Angela. I wish, but I had the most crazy morning just trying to leave my house this morning. As you know, the roads, very, very icy. My driveway and my farm road covered in ice. It was very scary. My car actually did a 360 in my driveway.
I was literally thinking about you all morning because I just know those just all the roads are terrible right now.
But especially those back roads.
yes.
And honestly, Jeremy, because I was not checking my phone, it took me like almost 30 minutes to get in. I was going so slow.
Yeah.
So when I got in, producer Jake said, okay, so Jeremy's zooming in. I was like, wait, what? But then it dawned on me, I'm like, yeah, he lives in the middle of the country. Like, there's no way those roads are going to be ready and prepped for you to get out.
They were bad. In fact, so my car went into the grass. I had to drive through. Don't tell my neighbors. I had to drive through my neighbor's grass.
Oh, man.
To try to get to my house because my car was stuck. I went back down. I had a leftover bag of salt from last season
Smart.
to try to to salt the driveway. As I was doing that, a neighbor right down the road where I could see pulls out, starts driving, and goes into the ditch right in front of our house.
Oh,
The
my
ditch,
gosh.
stuck there right now.
Not trying to tell anyone what to do or anything. This is a prime example of why if you don't have to leave your house today,
just stay at
don't.
home.
Just
Today's
don't.
a good day to.
Yeah, especially if you live in a rural, neighborhood or area like Jeremy does. So.
And guys, I thought of a little saying. You know how they say when it's raining, turn around, don't drown?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
Well, today I was just like, hey, if it's ice, think twice.
Hey!
I like that,
Tom
I like
Schmidt,
that.
I hope
Write
you're
that
taking
down.
notes.
Write that down.
Take notes.
Now
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
it writes itself.
Yeah.
It
Jeremy,
just rolls off the tongue so well.
Yes.
Beautiful.
We
That
love
was
it.
beautiful.
We're going to need some more jingles from you if you're stuck in the house for a few more days. And you're going to have some time on your hands, Jeremy.
I have a feeling. Yeah, it's my dogs are happy I'm here, but I was ready to get to work. I left extra early. But again, I would recommend people throughout the Ozarks, if you do not have to get out, please don't. It's not worth it. Your lives aren't worth it. Your car's not worth it. Just stay at home if you can. Hey, by the way, we all worked from home during the pandemic, so we're kind of used to that now.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
definitely. I was surprised. I took the Jeep in, put it in snow mode, which I know probably doesn't help with the ice, but even coming out of my driveway, I slid, and then turning onto Battlefield, I started to fishtail, and I was like, I am going 5 miles per hour.
Scary.
How is
Yeah.
this happening?
It was so slick.
Angela
this
came
morning.
from downtown area.
Yeah,
It's
and
also
it
bad.
was just, I even had to, when I was walking across to my car, I'm like, hopefully no one's watching me trying to leap across, because there's this little indent into this parking lot, and I'm like, thank God I'm a dancer. This prepared me.
Your core is engaged.
My core is good.
You're
We're
holding
ready.
your posture.
But I was like, oh my goodness, if I just fall this morning, that's going to be really rough.
I
So,
just
yeah.
crawled on
I
my
was
hands
really
and-
proud of all of you for getting there, though. I was just proud of you for driving through it and getting to work. I'm so happy you're there and you're safe.
Well,
Jeremy,
thank you.
yes.
And we're glad you're safe too, Jeremy.
I was going to say,
for sure.
besides all this bad ice news, we got some real good
We
news.
do. We do. Jeremy, I mean, I love that you're cozy because have I got some stories for you. I'm cool with whatever happens this morning because it is a massive victory Monday for Chiefs fans.
It is. Woo!
Huge win last night, and the whole Kelsey family was getting in on this one. Let's show you this story. Jason Kelsey, he's been contemplating retirement. Reports, will he, won't he? That's kind of been the big story. Jeremy, I know you love Jason Kelsey. He was at the
I
game
love
last
him.
night. Did you see him?
I did, and I was thinking of you guys last night because I was like,
Yeah?
oh my gosh, this is so intense.
Okay, well, there's some video that I'm just ecstatic for you folks to see once we can get that. But Travis Kelsey, major game last night, a vintage
It
Mahomes
just clicked
Kelsey
again.
game.
Yeah. And the perfect time to click.
It was perfect. 2 touchdowns for Travis Kelsey. This is his first one. After he scores, launches the ball up to the suite, towards his sweetheart, and motions toward her with a heart there. That's for Taylor Swift. But Jason was more pumped than anyone up there. Rips the shirt off. Here comes the big guy.
I love this so much.
Just so pumped last night.
This is
Jason
my favorite part is when he just jumps out the window.
Oh, yeah.
And just
There he
gets
goes.
in with the fans.
Oh, he's making that can in his hand look like just something you would have on like a doll. Like
Yeah.
A toy type can there with the agility as well to get back up in the box suite. Awesome game last night, though. It was tight throughout. Now the Chiefs will take on the Ravens. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. That's
Hey,
over
Jesse.
number 10. Jeremy?
Jesse,
Yes?
guess who I was texting yesterday? Who do you know that's the ultimate Baltimore Ravens fan?
I know exactly who you're talking about. His jersey is hanging in the rafters here at Color 10. TJ?
TJ Springer.
Wow.
We were texting yesterday because I was like,
Yeah.
who are you going to root for? He loves the
I should.
Ravens. He's up north now, but what a game next week.
I should send him a message, a very nice message, a message of good luck.
Yeah.
Nothing hostile about it.
I want to say I gave watching the game till the very end the good old college try. I fell asleep with 4 minutes left in the game. I woke up, I was like, did they win?
YouTube.
I know.
Geraldo was like,
fell
yes. I was like,
asleep.
okay.
I just fell asleep before halftime.
Did you?
I was so tired yesterday, and then I woke up. I'm like, oh hey.
You're like, good news Monday.
A nice way to wake up.
Yeah.
Nice way
It
to
was
wake
a
up.
good one. All the highlights are out there, of course.
Yeah.
So big win. Chiefs win by 3. Pumped about it.
Also,
awesome.
what a supportive brother. I mean, I love that dynamic.
That is the
They
typical
are-
oldest sibling right there. You know, that's like
Yeah.
me when my brother went to state for football. I was like screaming my head off.
Yeah.
But I love seeing Jason just being there for him.
Next
And
time-
embrace.
Next time Jeremy has an event he's emceeing, I'm just going to show up. And
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
yeah, that's how we're going to pull that.
We
I
need
like
to
it.
put a big beard on you, though, and like a lot of,
By the
like a
way,
sweater vest
Jesse.
chest hair.
It's a sensitive subject. Can't grow a beard.
Jesse,
Go
you
ahead.
can't see this, but when you did that, so my dog Bo is laying by the fire. When you did that, he started growling. He was like, I'm going to be protective of my dad.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm getting the pubs wound up out there today.
I love it. Well, I don't know if you guys have seen on social media, it's just been the talk lately. So there's this regular sounding bottle of wine. It's become the internet meme sensation lately after being praised by an amateur wine connoisseur. Rashad Easton was scouring Target's wines aisle earlier this month when a Merlot caught his eye, and the label read Josh Wine. He posted a picture of his bottle on X with the caption telling his followers to grow up and move on from wines made by Stella and Barefoot. And of course, the jokes began to roll in afterwards. And our own Joshua Panetta has also been very big on this. So he's been sending us the memes. They're pretty funny. I didn't get it at first. I go, what?
I don't get it at all.
Have you had this wine? Well,
I mean,
apparently
it's
the
a good
thing is,
wine.
Yeah.
Some guy on to boil it down, this guy on social media was like, I got this really fancy wine. Stop drinking the cheap stuff, even though
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
like $12.
$6.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
$12. That's why I drink it.
So I've
But
had
you're
it.
trying to be
Guys-
fancier.
It's not bad.
That's so funny because just last week in Los Angeles, my brother Josh was there with me, with his wife Jenny, and I had asked him if they'd ever had the Josh wine because his name is Josh, and
Had he had
it
it?
all ties in.
Was he? Has he tried it yet, Josh? Your
He
brother?
said he had not, and he's not a huge wine drinker, but we did have wine with dinner on Saturday night, and he said he's getting more of a palate for the wine. But yeah, we drank wine at this beautiful restaurant in Santa Monica. It was beautiful, but now I feel like I need to get him the Josh wine because he's Josh.
It makes
Yeah.
perfect sense. It'd be a great
100%.
thing to have there. You look like you should be having a glass.
I know,
I know,
right?
especially with
Like
that
just a glass.
fireplace in the back. Like
Jeremy's
that.
got it. He's definitely got it in
Maybe
his
some
house.
smooth jazz in the back.
5 o'clock somewhere. And
yeah.
I might get one. You know, by the end of this show, I'm so listen. I was so stressed this morning in my car. I may need a glass of wine to
I
calm
do
me
too.
down.
It's scary driving on those
Yeah.
roads.
Show's not over yet.
It was not over. Just getting started. And speaking of just getting started, Tom, you got to fill us in. Is the ice getting worse? When will it get better? Will it get better?
It will get better. We got about another 5 hours left before things start to
only
melt
5 hours.
out.
Only 5.
So.
Settle in, Jeremy.
This show is 2
Settle
hours.
in.
Oh, God.